And we are back. Had to let my Healing Stones photobomb real quick. They refuse to be left out of the equation. So if you are watching this from your YouTubes and Facebooks, you are seeing my Windsdaily Tarot deck. Those of you that are listening over the Mothership's airwaves, this video of this tarot read will be made available on my Windsdaily Blog, the Malbec Planetarium. And while it's documented tonight, I manifest that it infinitely reaches everyone that it is intended to. Now, this message comes from my Windsdaily Tarot deck, which is my favorite, the Mayan Oracle. And we've got something from 2 star glyphs. And the star glyphs are like the major arcane of this deck. This deck only has 3 suits instead of 4. The star glyphs, the lenses, and the numbers. So this is for the high vibrational people. This is for the chosen ones, the starseeds, the weird people that are called that by society. We have here star glyph number 7, Manique. And Manique then showed up inverted. And the message of Manique showing up inverted is that some of you are blocking your own gate of greatness, not on purpose, but just by putting too much on your plate. Many of you, we get these huge creative surges of energy, and we start one thing, don't finish it. Start another thing, don't finish it. Start another thing, don't finish it. And the next thing you know, you're filled with a room full of half-eaten sandwiches. Then your mind starts going in a whirlwind. Allow yourself to surrender and finish one thing at a time. Because when you get a lot of downloads from the universe, you also get this sense of urgency. That urgency is good. Just make sure that you're channeling that urgency into completing one task at a time so that you don't overexude yourself, that you don't burn out, that you don't become an overthinker. And some of you are subconsciously doing this almost in a sense to self-sabotage. Not because you want to be accepted by society per se, but some of you are afraid that if you take your spiritual path, it just might work out. And sometimes we get comfortable in our struggles. We get comfortable with not hoping for too much. We get comfortable there. And Manique is there to stir it up on your Wednesday, to say, allow yourself to embrace your greatness. By this being the starseed number 7, that brings about a vibration of completions. So whatever you've been struggling with to reach this high version of yourself, that struggle is over. And it's time to step in to your rightful place of being, because you're right there at the gateway, and there is nothing external at this point that can help you. You must go within. So if you are receiving this message, it may be time for you to take some time alone and stillness and meditation and planning and really disrespecting the hell out of your comfort zone while allowing yourself to complete one task at a time. Manique's message is that journeys of 1,000 miles start with the first step. You're already on the right path. Just put one foot in front of the other one. But when you're on the road to ascension, that path is more like a staircase. Don't be afraid of it. And what happens on the other side when this energy is balanced? I'm going to flip the deck. Oh, and you have Ish. Oh, well, the deck just slid. So there's Ish showing, and there's polarity showing. Now, this card showed up right side up, so I had to do it right. And this is the double up of the 7, because Manique is card 7. Ish is card number 14, and as you can see, it's iridescent. Show it to Instagram. This is the card that showed up on the underside of the deck. And underneath that is the 3. So there's that 3 squared energy again. Eshu and all of that. And the 3 card is the card about rhythm. So allow yourself to dance in this moment. What is your natural groove? You know, this is a radio station now, so rhythm and groove, that is my middle name. So this card picked out when I picked up the Ish card. So we have rhythm, we have Manique completing that cycle of rigidness, that space of war, that space of lessons, that space of tower, or y'all blowing things down, all designed for you to reach your higher space. Now, the Ish card speaks to priest-like energy. So many of you are being called forth to be a divine healer. Don't run from it. This star glyph shows up iridescent because it calls you to blend everything you are, past, present, future, the good, the bad, the ugly, the goods, the triumphs, the failures, the lessons, the love, the hate, the rage, the joy, the tears, the laughter, the all of it into one iridescent picture of spiritual ascension. And this is why this polarity card took a peek out right here. You know, when I flipped the deck and it slid, then you see polarity here. Okay? You see that? Polarity? You see that right there? Polarity. Embracing your polarity means embracing your shadow side, your dark side, your carnal side, as well as your spiritual side. Because embracing your priest-like energy is not about putting on a halo and pretending you've been perfect your whole life. Putting on that priest crown puts all of your own mistakes, your own shortcomings into perspective so that you can speak to those who are currently stuck where you once were. So if you're being called to build the high road, you may want to go ahead and unblock that Manique energy. Come through the doorway. Jump in, baby. The water's fine. As a matter of fact, it's more than fine. It's good. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your nightly mystic forecast, and we're 5 minutes outside of the 10 o'clock hour, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. And what do I mean by 5 minutes outside of the 10 o'clock hour? When the clock strikes 10, we go into your Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like. And that's just 2 hours of old school slow jams like a quiet storm on mushrooms. And since it's Tuesday, dedicated to the divine masculine, there's nothing like letting a brother sing to you. Whew. Anywho,